Good morning, children. It's your old pal Brian. It's Friday the something or another. I'm not sure. I am sure this. I have like 23, 24 days left here. It's Friday, October 25th. And I'm out of here around the 16th is when I think I leave and head back home. We take 2 days to go back. So it's been new. Replaced my skylight in my rig, and then I have not water tested it yet. I'm gonna let that thing cure. It hadn't rained up here since we've been here, not one day, and that's been nice, letting that stuff cure. There's a company called Dicor, and they use something called a lap sealant. And what would be close to you for understanding what it is? Well, it comes in a caulking tube, and it comes out the consistency of marshmallow. And it's almost, a marshmallow consistency. And that's the sealant when you seal things on a rubber roof on a rig. Oh, just the colors are popping so beautifully. Man, oh man. What else? Hung out with the lawyer and his wife and family last night. That was fun. Days ago I charged batteries to come out and fly, and I don't know whether I shared the following with you or not. So I don't take insulin for my diabetes. I take
telemetry recovered.
What is ostensibly Ozempic. It's not Ozempic, but it's
throttle active.
Similar. Well, I think I have mentioned this before. It's the King Kong of Ozempics. Taking off. I only have 2 batteries for this, and now I'm going to wish I had more. Yeah, I think I've said this before. If I was not just a crap pilot, I'd be flying this thing over at my RV resort. But unfortunately, I can't fly in such a confined space. That thing would end up in the trees. So the med I take, inexplicably, will take the wind out of my sails, is the term I use. It causes a general malaise on occasion, and man, the last 2 days, oh my goodness, that was ungood. I mean, it thumped on me, just thumped on me. So I basically watched the interwebs and dozed after I installed the skylight. The following 2 days were just dealing with that terrible malaise. I mean, it's just ungodly. I'm an active person, and I don't suffer malaise or anything like that in general. But boy, oh boy, sure did last 2 days. In fact, I was happy to be able to make it out to my lawyer's little shindig last night. I had the French dip, by the by. Good to see shout outs. How rowdy-ish. Good to see Renfield out. I see you're still at your same residence. That's encouraging. Of course, Captain Crunch, your plate has been full with all them beavers, and you've had a lovely time, and just what a great relationship you have with your bride. Mine is similar, more so than you'd ever actually know. Very, very similar. It's fun visiting with Virginia Bareback Boy. He had enjoyed his daughter's wedding immensely. Unfortunately, he had damaged his airfoil and has replaced same with one that's like new, which I liked hearing because I'm a huge fan of saving money. I think I told y'all I retired at age 53, and in doing so, I have a finite amount of money, and I have no skill set that translates to the real world. Well, I do, but I don't. And I do not want to have to become gainfully employed again ever. I want to finish out my time here on planet Earth. A man of leisure. That's what I want to do. You know, you're not even going to be able to see that airplane in the background if I do a thumbnail with this. It's so beautiful. You know, I have 2 batteries charged, I think, if they haven't gone into self-discharge, with my Mavic Pro. My wife was expressing a desire to go leafing this afternoon or today. So what I think I'm going to do is throw that backpack in the back, and if we actually end up doing a little hikey hike, might take it with me. I don't know. I'm gonna take it with me anyway. So I got 2 batteries to burn out in this. Y'all will hear me blather and repeat myself most likely. Lawyer got the same thing my wife did on her last cold. He has what we call the 29-day cough. So it's good to see that he appears to not be contagious anymore, but has that persistent cough, upper respiratory. God, I'm glad I didn't get that.
10,
Landing.
9, 8.
Yeah. Freaking upper respiratory is horrifying.
Switch warning.
What else? Ellie got sick for her second time here. She
Telemetry lost.
vomited. Who knows what she gets into on our walks. Man, oh man, she's a maniac. Love her, but she's a maniac.
Telemetry recovered.
So one of my buddies who has the ability to piss everyone off on the internet and chided me one time for saying his name out loud. He'll never see this, ever. Films himself on the local news, and the hot news lady says his name out loud. It was hilarious. Now it's funny because he's like, man, I don't want anybody coming to my house. I've got some enemies, and you know, if you'll just take that off the internet and don't say my name. And now, keeping in mind, this bozo, and he's a friend of mine, is at the beach every day at an exact time for all in the universe to see. He's concerned about saying his name out loud that somebody might come and get him. All right, whatever. You know, whatever. That crazy logic. Crazy logic. It's hilarious. Who else? M. Finn, that feller, never gonna see him again. He doesn't realize that when you have a wife and a kid and a career and several other things going on, that you can RC, you just can't RC consistently. You know, when you're trying to think of yourself like that, it just doesn't happen. Who else? McMoyer, I think that's who that is. He's in Colorado right now. Just a great guy. Lecky Flyer. Don't believe everything you hear from mildly retarded people. I didn't do anything wrong. Somebody named one of our characters Lady Sparkle Pants or Glitter Pants or something. One of the personalities on RC groups. That's pretty much it. Yeah. one of them people that what do they call that? A drama whore. Always wanting to, you know, have something going on. Well, it worked. In a related story, the ignore feature is amazing. Oh man, if they just had it in real life, huh? Yeah, I was able to utilize the ignore feature perfectly, and that person no longer exists. Lady Glitter Sparkles, I forget what his name is. And on a similar line, I've been enjoying James May and Naked Science. I don't know how I missed that crap. What an amazing dude. Funny, self-effacing Brit that just does a brilliant job of scientific nonsense with model trains, and yeah, just lovely. Absolutely lovely fella. When you get that malaise, you just kind of doze and watch TV all day like you were sick. And it's funny because it's indiscriminate. I don't know when it comes out, how it comes out. I say when, usually in a few days after having taken the injection. But I ain't looking for that next week. Speaking of next week, the lawyer said he's going home Sunday. He's got doctor appointments and all these things to do, and he won't be back for 10 days. And then I will be leaving probably 10 days thereafter, so. And he still works, so I'll probably get to see him once or twice more, maybe, while I'm here. Just a great plane, man. So Renfield was flying his Bell 206. That's one of his 39 aircraft in the rotary wing measure, particularly with the new ones. I think he's got just about every model that RCERA and Yushang. Who is that? Apparently there's another manufacturer. It begins with a Y or something like that. And he's cautioned against them, and it sucks because they have
20 seconds.
It's nice because they have another, for lack of better terms, it'd be nice to have another manufacturer that sells those cool little aircraft. Let's see if I can turn this thing off. Yeah. So you kind of wish that another manufacturer would be successful, so we have more to choose from. I see that there's basically tiers of these things. You got the $50 ones, and you got the $250, and then you got the $650, and then there's some beautiful airplanes for, several, or airplanes, helicopters for several $1,000s. Holy crap.
Telemetry lost.
So, yeah. I'm the $50 guy. I mean, those other ones are beautiful. I'd love to have a Huey, or actually I forget who it is, Heli Plus or something like that. Anyway, one of them sells a Bell 206 in the same livery. Motion RC? I don't know. In the same livery as the ERA RC. So I'm like, let's see how much that thing is. I forget what it was, $300 or $400. And I'm like, I shall pass. I get an enormous gratification out of flying this thing, and I've already killed one inadvertently. So, it suits me, the price point, I did not bring my damn, well, just do this. I didn't bring my landing pad. At least I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm reminded you should always spread your blades out, and I didn't do that on the other one after a mishap and ended up smoking a board. At least I think I did. Huh. I would think that had more grunt when I raised it, but maybe not. Yeah, this is not going to stand out in the background, I don't think. See if I can do like George did and get a good thumbnail out of this. Yeah, it's blinking already. I could tell it had, drives me crazy. I could tell it didn't have a whole lot of grunt in it. They say that when it starts to blink that you're down at storage. And one of the guys who's kind of a maniac with these things says that they do a pretty good job of balancing, that it might be unnecessary, or it is, to do anything else. All right, we're going to go ahead and set that one down. See if my other battery is charged. I don't know. Let's see if the other battery is charged. I've got some connectors that I think are not working properly. It's what I think. Well, thanks for hanging out with me on this exceptionally long piffle. I've been away for a few days, sick, whether I like it or not. That one doesn't feel like it's got a lot of punch either. Huh. We shall see. See if that light starts blinking. I might have mixed up batteries, I don't know. We shall find out if I start blinking. So yeah, when I get home, there's an MD 500 waiting on me, spare parts, batteries. I end up buying 3 batteries for the thing that I may not need, because you get, that word is you get like, I don't know, 13 hours of flight time out of each battery or whatever. But I mean, it's you get for sure about 10 or 12 minutes of battery out of it. So this one may have been charged properly. Saw George suffering with the thing that I suffered with on my other one, and that got to where it didn't want to shut down when you put the down stick. But I think there's a, I think, well, at least the all consonants and no vowels name guy, who's the guru of this, he put a chicken switch on it. So there's a kill switch. I don't know if this is going to show up or not. I like getting cool thumbnails, and that's a beautiful thumbnail there, kids. Yeah, what fun. Yeah, flying it over the water would be no problem. I trust it. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, that other battery, for whatever reason, ain't charged. I figured out that they all charge eventually. Okay. Yeah, I like that light because it do disappear pretty quick. And it does. So I might make this one long blather, and you can walk back up to the truck with me and put all this stuff up, and I have one battery for the puddle star. What did one guy say on the forum on this one? He lodged it in the tree 40 feet up twice because it doesn't handle wind. Yeah, you don't get out here on a 10-mile-an-hour day. It's got to be calm. So Saturday, that's tomorrow evening, we're going to end up at the Lawyers Country Club. They have their end of the year bash, and then they're seasonal. They shut down here. I just love this damn thing. I mean, it's just embarrassing how much I love it. I'm looking forward to taping on lights on the horizontal stabilizer as well. If the other one comes apart and gets put back together easily, I'll do the light kit. This is my evil plan. Yeah, I flew collective pitch helicopters for many, many years. And by the time I was done, I would be sweating in my shoes. And not in a good way. I get a good capture here. So, yeah, and every time you crash, it'd be worthless. You know, all the parts would just, you know, you'd try not to use any of the parts because you're asking for another accident. I ever tell you the story? So my agency had a Air Force the size of a Third World Army Air Force. They had a bunch of Bell 206s, and one of my pilots was flying picture Florida as your thumb and forefinger, and your thumb is the Big Bend area. He had cut across the Big Bend area over the Gulf, and as he came to shore, he encountered fog, IFR, and just like every other person that flies IFR or anything, you get confused unless you actually practice. All them people that say they're instrument flight rating, whatever, man. So, yeah, if you don't practice that, like, I don't know, 3 days a month, it's not really for real. So he went right in the drink, and a commercial fisherman came and got him and rescued him. And when we parted the helicopter out, the engine, my boss would tell me, he goes, "Bye-bye," my name's Brian Bay. He goes, "Bye-bye, that the engine in there fit in the back of the trunk of my Caprice." He had a Caprice on the job. I didn't know they was that small. Yeah, they are. You get a lot of horsepower out of these tiny little motors. A lot. It's insane. Yeah, I got me a new eye appointment. Oh, there's my light. I blathered long enough. Bring you back and land you. I have 5 batteries. I could fly this thing for 35 minutes. I actually kind of get tired of flying it after a while. That's how that works. Landing. All right, let's, I should name this thing. I don't want to name it Cutie Pie. So we'll slip back up to the truck and get the puddle star, and I'll finish my interminable piffle with you. Sound good?
Inactivity alarm.
Might should have turned that off, as they say.
Inactivity alarm.
Yeah, I hated it that I killed the other one, but that does give me an opportunity to look into the virtues of disassembling it and repairing it. It's funny, right at the top of the radio handles, you get perfect spot for those extra batteries, which I like. I'm kind of glad I bought extra batteries because they're spurious in how they charge. Okay, radio can stay down here. I'm in a community where people don't steal things. Not a lot of taggers here. Not a lot. So we won't bounce the radio around. Slip up there and we'll put this one up. And one of the many things on my mini to-do list is to find O-rings for these prop savers that don't disintegrate after a month, because that's what they do. I got 2 new ones on the Puddle Star. I forget what George called those stairs where he is at. Oh, stairs of cruelty or something? Yeah, these are similar in the nature. So tonight here is the community center shindig that I don't know if I'm going to make. My lovely wife gave the nod on indoor sports today. Wink, wink, nod, nod, say no more. And the way I figure it is, God only gives you X amount of opportunity for indoor sports, and that one should take up every opportunity for same. But if I did it right, I can go to the 5 o'clock social hour, give her a drinky drink, come here, see, that's going to just put me late in the day, man. Because this thing don't get done until about 9 o'clock. Kind of got poisoned here last time. I didn't tell you all that. They had some type of red cabbage, and God, it was good. It was weird tasting, in that they put like vinegar or something in it, but you know, it was good. And the whole time I'm eating it, I'm like, this probably ain't good for me. So about halfway through, because my stomach gets upset on cabbage, but I love it. Well, I ate about half of it, and I heard my stomach gurgling. And I thought, well, this is not good.
Throttle hold, flaps at middle rates, stabilization on.
And I left early. And by the time I got home, I was fairly ill. Uh-oh. So I missed the band and everything. So my wife is waffling about going over here tonight, but I wouldn't mind going. We shall see.
Switch warning, 0 volt, throttle hold, flaps at middle rates.
I just answered my own question, didn't you? Right?
Battery critical, low battery, 4.
I probably won't be coming here
Battery
tonight.
critical.
What them wifeys want and what we want are
Battery critical.
two different things.
Battery critical, low battery. Battery critical.
Alright, let's see.
0 volts.
So I got this backwards.
Battery critical. Battery critical.
I can
low
tell when I
battery.
don't fly enough. There we go. There's no, the color codes on RC, you know how that works, right? They're horrifyingly bad. Just bad. And this one's backwards from other telemetry units that I use. That's the battery.
5 volts.
Okay. Let's put a camera on here, huh? We're gonna do the kind of the sideways cam, which is fun to do. All right, well, let's review. Man, I've been sick the last couple of days with malaise.
12.5 volts.
There's an old African fly called the tsetse fly, and it had what they call the sleeping sickness. And
Throttle active. Throttle active. Throttle hold. Throttle hold.
I jokingly tell people, okay, let's see, can we remember that this is on the right-hand side of the aircraft is the way the camera's pointing.
Throttle
Can we
active.
remember that?
Throttle active.
Take it off. So,
12.1 volts.
so what ends up happening is you're just drowsy all day, man. All day long you're drowsy. You just doze all day. And you'd think, oh, well, that's bliss. No, it's not. I got stuff I like to do, like fly and BS with you idiots, and
12.1 volts.
there will be none of that when you're sick. I mean, none of it. Yeah, this one does not respond as instantaneously as the other one, and as funny as it would be if I got my ass hit with this, I would prefer not to because it'll damage the plane.
12 volts.
So that would be ungood, as they say. Yay, got some video. Yeah, this one almost folded the wing on. Sure did. Getting warm out here.
11.7 volts.
Be unzipping the old jacket here in a second. Well, I am bound and determined to fly right in the sunlight, ain't I? What else? Yeah, making fun of a certain
11.7 volts.
person who lives out west who wanted to remain anonymous and took time out of his life to ask me to remove a video that had his name in it. And turns out the news lady said it out loud and proud. Holy crap, that's funny. Busted. Did all my shout outs, Heidi Ho Rowdies, and of course Captain Crunch, and
11.3 volts.
Lady Glitter Sparkles will never see any of this, which is funny as all get out. Even her. Stephen McMoyer, Lucky Flyer, who flies a bunch.
Volts.
A beautiful plane. Even with the patina that I've got on it. Got a friend out in Arizona that normally hangs out in Maine during the summer. Well, he's working these days, but trying to get him hooked up on an airplane. I really don't know how to do it or what to do. I've got a radio for him. It's the Tyrannus. He can enjoy that. And I'm trying to find a plane that would be good for him, but unless the plane he ends up with has tundra wheels, he's not going to be able to take off and land out at our grass strip. And I don't know what he's got out in Arizona. I suspect he does not enjoy grass out there. No self-respecting grass would grow out there. But I'm considering the virtues of hooking them up on something like this. You know, they sell radio and all. I mean, I don't know how, if he's going to be, you know, if he's going to kind of get hooked on this, or again, he had flown previously in life. Somebody walking out here. I don't know if I'm gonna fly anymore or not with them around. Try not to be obtrusive.
11.1 volts.
But they sell like a radio and airplane version of one of these that's smaller that he can enjoy and figure out whether he still wants to fly. So I don't know. I got a little while to think about it. Oh, what else? There was a news flash. Unfortunately,
10.9 volts.
my roof on my RV needs to be replaced, and basically it's EPDM rubber. It's like any Lowe's roof, right? A Lowe's hardware store. They last on RVs about 10 years at best, with a tailwind, maybe. So I've got 8 years out of mine, and it's time to replace it. And a friend of mine just had to get that done because of a limb falling on his, and so you can replace it with another rubber roof that'll last maybe 10 years, 8 years, whatever. Or you can put a fiberglass roof on it for who knows how much. I'm talking about they'll make a fiberglass shell and put it on your roof. I don't know, 15 grand. Then there's another company that sprays on this, we'll call it a carapace. And it's hard as a rock. You can jump up and down on it. It dries in about 10 seconds.
10.9 volts.
So it's the way to go. It's expensive. The only thing I can read about it that people dislike is that it is expensive.
Battery.
So we don't want to be fooling around if you know, they're expensive. And I'm going to keep that thing another 10 years. We're going to land. Landing.
11 volts. Throttle hold. Throttle hold.
So I'm going to worry about, not worry about that damn roof. I'm going to, you know, we've talked back and forth about keeping it and not keeping it and going to something smaller, but let's be honest, that thing rocks. So we're not going to get rid of it.
11.3.
The bones are good on it. It'll need either a wrap or a clear coat down the road a piece. You know, the outside of it isn't shiny. I've got that scheduled though, a roof to put on the 13th of January, and I'll never have to worry about the roof again. It's lifetime warranty. The only thing is if you got to replace
11.3 volts.
any of the component parts on the roof, you got to get with the company that did it. They don't want you cutting into their roof, and that'll void the warranty. But yeah, that's a big deal. It's a lot of money. All right, man, it was fun hanging out with you idiots. I hope each and every one of y'all are doing well
11.3 volts.
and are healthy. And again, Captain Crunch, it's fun following your private journey with beautiful ladies aplenty. And man, I look forward to hearing more of your amazing and wonderful exploits. And with that,
Telemetry lost.
see ya.
11.3 volts.